I missed my mouth. That hurt. This is straight up the performance of his life right now. The Super Mario Brothers movie. Dare I say, one of the best, if not the best, video game adaptations I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure it's the best video game movie I've ever seen. But adaptation, we could give that to a couple of other things. But as far as movies go, this is pretty much the best video game movie I have ever seen. And yes, I've seen the original Mario Brothers movie. So I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of high hopes for this movie going in. I had been following all of the different trailers. I had been paying attention to, obviously, when they announced casting. There were a lot of mixed reviews before the trailers came out, but once those trailers came out, I'm pretty sure about 90% of fans of the franchise were so hyped for this movie to come out, and honestly, they knocked it out of the ballpark. I think that this should set the tone for how we do video game movies going forward. One of the things that really worked in this movie's favor was the fact that it understood its audience. They really understood that there were going to be a lot of people who were kids when the Nintendo came out, but they also understood that there is a new younger generation who maybe doesn't understand all of the little references made in the movie, still really enjoyed the story. So for my demographic personally, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I'm a big fan of Nintendo. I've been a fan of the franchise for so many years, and it was just so great to see this come alive in a new story. So exciting for me. So I am a 90s baby. I was born in 93. So I really spent a big portion of my childhood in the 90s and early 2000s. So my experience with Super Mario Brothers is not going to be the same as someone who was a kid in the 80s, but I still really had really nostalgic feelings for this movie. So because I was born in the early 90s, I was a little bit too young for the Super Mario Brothers movie that came out in 93. I've never seen it up until about a week ago. Nostalgia is a really funny thing because there are certain movies or TV shows or certain things that are just subjectively not good, but because you enjoyed these things as a child, it just kind of puts things into a totally different perspective. You're kind of wearing the rose-colored glasses. I'm really glad that I watched it because I understood some of the Easter eggs that were in this new movie that definitely pertain to the original 1993. I can appreciate the original movie, and I can also appreciate why it is beloved by a lot of people. Let's talk about the casting. I honestly thought that the voice casting was done very well. I didn't have any issues with the cast right off the bat. The internet had a lot of things to say about it though, and I think we know who people had the biggest problem with, but I didn't. I thought he was going to do a really good job, and you know what? He did. But let's talk about the real star of the show. Jack Black just totally made the whole movie. His interpretation of Bowser was so good, and I'm pretty sure that everybody for the past couple weeks has had the Peaches song stuck in their head. I'm not even going to talk too much about that because if you are not living under a rock, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I also really loved Anya Taylor-Joy's voice for Peach. I thought she did such a good job. She brought so much personality to her character. I really enjoyed her interpretation of the character, and Peach, maybe because I'm a girl, was already one of my favorite characters of the movie in general. I liked the little backstory of Peach as well. I thought that it was very cute. My one major critique of the movie was that there was not enough Yoshi. One of my favorite childhood video games was Yoshi's Story on the N64. I actually have a video of me playing through it, and it's on this channel. I'll link it right here. Yoshi's always been one of my favorite characters. I don't know why. Peach is also up there, but Yoshi's really my favorite character, and I was a little disappointed that they didn't really include a whole lot of Yoshi in this movie. But if you stayed till the end, you stayed till after the credits, they kind of teased that they're going to be doing something with Yoshi in the future. So I'm super hyped about that. Also, as far as animation goes, this movie is very visually beautiful. It is, I don't even know how to explain it. You just need to see it for yourself. It is such a pretty movie. It's very vibrant. It's very well rendered. I wouldn't expect anything less from Universal. Clearly, they care more about this than they did their Happy Meal toys from a few months ago. If you know, you know. But what did you guys think of the movie? I thought it was amazing. I would definitely rate it 10 out of 10. I would definitely rate it 10 out of 10, nostalgia aside. It's just a good movie. I'm actually contemplating seeing it a second time. I think if you're a Mario Brothers fan or a Nintendo fan in general, you're going to absolutely love this movie. If you guys are looking for something else to watch, don't forget to check out my last video where I talked all about The Last of Us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.